Listen to this real story, guys. I had a very senior doctor coming to us, and they had a $10 million property portfolio and commercial portfolio together, and they had pretty much done everything that they were advised and they thought it's right, including buying under companies and trust and whatnot. And on top of it, they were being served by the premium banking team of the one of the major banks, which means they pretty much had all the glamour jazz around banking. And guess what? Despite all doing all those things right as they thought is right, and they knew banking or they were getting the right advice, they were capped at $10 million portfolio. They wanted to grow, they had access to cash, great equity, but all they kept hearing was this is the max you could ever borrow, and you can't go any further. Guess what we have done? We did few things. Once we started working on their data, we realized they have done a large part of the structures correctly, but the choice of lenders and the sequence of lenders has absolutely gone wrong. So this is a key learning for all of us, is even if you are being served by the premium bankers and whatnot, all those Rolexes are basically to give you what they can offer you. Does not necessarily mean that's the best solution in the industry. So for this particular client, going back to this case study, which is a real case study, we realized if we move you to a different lender because of the lending policies, we would be able to open up another $10 million. So we had to reshuffle the entire portfolio, move around a few properties across different structures. But the biggest win was finding the right choice of lenders and the sequence of lenders, which allowed us to reshuffle the entire portfolio. And that means they still retain that whole of 10 million portfolio that they built. And yet we have given them extra $10 million access to build the next level of property or investment portfolios. And we have already closed a $4.5 million transaction with them. We are now trying to buy a medical practice. And if we continue to do this to them, along with the advice around their business structures and income, then even $10 million will become bigger. So we'll continue to scale them up. We'll continue to increase their borrowing capacity because the business is really strong. But the way they were doing business, the structures they were using, and how income was flowing through very complex structures, lenders were not willing to take any chances or risk on those profiles. So we have to really understand what banks need and what banking means. This is where the problem is. Most of the high net worth professionals, whether you are in a salary role or running your own business, you typically get complex unnecessarily because someone has been advising you about tax planning, money routing through various entities, number of beneficiaries, and whatnot. Banks are not ATO, banks are not tax experts. Banks like to give you money, but they want a very simple, clear, straight trail of funds, how the money is coming in and where the money is going. As long as you are able to explain that and you are able to create clear, uncomplicated structures, and then you know which lenders to approach and in what sequence, it just becomes so open and wide for you to play and double or triple your borrowing capacity. So this particular case that we're talking about, we moved around the existing portfolio, which means we actually removed the cap that they were hearing for last 2-3 years, that they can't borrow anymore. So they actually can borrow, and they can actually borrow as high as 10 million again. And we have almost consumed 50% of that. And with all the restructures and the simplification of their business flows, we would give them and continue to give them more borrowing capacity, my friend. So as they stay with us, I think we should be helping them scale up to about $50 odd million in terms of the line of sight that I have right now for that client. Yes, as we continue to progress for next 4 or 5 years, they keep doing the right things around financial discipline and banking, I think sky is the limit. All I'm trying to say is it's not about feeding the greed, but it's about really knowing that banking is not as simple or as straightforward as knowing what structures to use or just go to any lender. That's not going to give you the outcome. The real outcome is going to come when you come to someone like us who really understands banking policies, banks' logics, banks' way of assessment, what they prefer, what they don't prefer, where their comfort zone is, and how do we serve them what they need to see. We don't want to over process or under process. Giving them extra information or giving them less information both creates suspicion and confusion, which means you're actually hurting yourself by not knowing the policies and trying to please them with more information that they need, or trying to frustrate them by not giving them the right information that they need. So everything is important. The more seamless, the more one-touch kind of approach we can have with the lenders, the better outcome going to be. I've got clients who would tell me it's a big deal for them. They have never done a big deal like that before. And why can't we go to multiple lenders at the same time? And I'm like, that is the easiest way to kill your borrowing capacity and your experience with the lenders and your credit scores. The moment you start shopping around, every time you go to a lender, the first thing they do is they hit your credit score. Do you want that? Do you want banks to ask you that question, why have you been shopping around to 10 different lenders? No. And if you're doing that, then either you are not confident about your financials, or you do not really have a strategy, my friend. For every single client that we serve, we go to one lender after we have done our diligence about, from the choice of 50 odd lenders that we have got, we know exactly which lender to go in what sequence. So we don't shop around placing your files with 5 different lenders and screwing up your credit score in that process. Our success rate is 99.99, which means unless bank actually backfires on their policy, which sometimes happen, the senior credit kind of pulls back and says, now we are not comfortable. That happens. The reality of the situation is it does happen, but that's 0.01% or something. It's minuscule in the scheme of things. But if 99.99% of the applications that we know and we place gets through successfully, that's a great outcome. And yet in that whole process, we make it as seamless as possible for you as a client, and we almost multiply your borrowing capacity 5 times, if not more. If you think this is something for you and you are in a space where you think you are sophisticated, you think you are high income group, but yet can't borrow, then you need to reach out. We will help you scale your property portfolio or investment property portfolio, whatever. So we are everything about banking. So reach out to us and we'll find you a solution. Talk soon. Cheers.